Grey's Anatomy and Private Practice are ABC TV series about groups of surgeons and doctors that experience crazy life events. One of these surgeons is Amelia Shepherd. She appears in both television series as the same character. She is a neurosurgeon and is the younger sister of the title character's husband, Derek Shepherd, the male lead of Grey's Anatomy. Amelia has been through many traumatic events in her life, starting when she was 5 years old and going throughout her adulthood. The trauma that she faced has caused her to have a serious case of PTSD. There are many things that happened to Amelia that can be directly correlated with the trauma that she faced. This includes her substance abuse problems that she developed as a teenager and the health problems that she got later in life. Although she had a supportive family, at first her family quickly got fed up with her addictions, and that could be directly correlated to the inferiority complex that she developed when looking at her brother Derek, who was also a neurosurgeon. All of these things together gave Amelia the personality she has, and each event changed or intensified certain aspects of her personality. Using the psychological theories of Freud, we can analyze Amelia's personality and how the events in her life have shaped it. Using Freud's psychodynamic perspectives offers a unique perspective on many of the traits and behaviors displayed by Amelia. She seems to have many traits of a phallic narcissistic and someone who is stuck in a psychotic psyche of the id, ego, and superego.
Amelia experienced many things in her life that led her to be the person that she is currently in the show. One of her many traumatic experiences happened when she was just 5 years old. She and her brother Derek saw their father get shot and killed in a store that he had owned. After this event, Amelia was never the same, and according to Grella Stein in Greenwell's journal article in 2005, this was not an abnormal response. In their research, the authors found that there is a direct relationship between childhood trauma and substance abuse later in life. Therefore, given what Amelia went through on that day, it is no surprise that she later got into pills and alcohol, eventually overdosing with no pulse for around 3 minutes before her brother was able to revive her.
Amelia Shepherd characterizes a lot of traits that are linked with being stuck in the psychotic psyche and being a phallic narcissist. According to a journal article by Cartwright and De Bruin, wrote in 1998, the traits of Amelia Shepherd are all in line with being stuck in the psychotic psyche of the id, ego, and superego. According to a book written by Meloy, these things all line up with the character traits of a phallic narcissist. When discussing the character of Amelia, we see that she has had a life full of trauma that in a way could lead her to a substance abuse problem and her health problems. We also see that she had rocky relationships with both her brother and past relationships. Her relationships were always short, inappropriate, and they seemed to be people that were never good influence on her. She also has borderline obsession with everything she gets into her life. She either has super high confidence in herself so much that she thinks she is the best and should be treated as so, or she has zero confidence. She is obsessed with alcohol, drugs, helping people, taking on risky and unnecessary surgeries.
The Mutuality Autonomy Scale was designed by Christopher Fowler to assess an individual's object relational development, which can be thought of as health, with which one represents and interacts with self and others. The main objective of this meta-analytic review was to determine the extent to which the MA validity measures its intended construct. In our view, the best way of assessing this is to examine all possible associations between any MA summary score and any theoretically relevant criterion variable. Amelia's childhood trauma of losing her dad was unfortunately not the only trauma that she had to deal with throughout her life. Like we talked about above, she overdosed and was dead for 3 minutes before she was saved by her brother. After that, she was clean for a while until she started dating and eventually got engaged to someone, and he did drugs. They did drugs together until they decided to quit after one last time. Unfortunately, her fiancé overdosed, and when she woke up, she found him dead next to her. She then found out she was pregnant with his baby, and then the baby was born without a brain. Later on in life, she was diagnosed with a brain tumor, which, according to Gracefo, Muirher, and Meyer's 2014 meta-analysis study, this could be a direct correlation with all her psychological problems.
According to Heidbreder's 1927 paper on the inferiority complex, an inferiority complex can lead a person to overcompensate or have general overreactions to things. Although the experiences that Amelia went through were very traumatizing, they were not the only thing that leads her to be who she is. Growing up in a family with 4 siblings, Amelia was always seen as the little sister who could not get her act together. With Derek also being a neurosurgeon, but with more experience and no substance abuse track record, Amelia was always living in his shadow, leading to an inferiority complex. This is shown multiple times when Amelia tries to prove her worth by taking on radical and possibly dangerous surgeries. One example of this surgery that Amelia performed on Dr. Herman. Dr. Herman was a neonatal surgeon at the same hospital that was diagnosed with an inoperable brain tumor. Even though dozens and dozens of doctors before had told Dr. Herman that the tumor was inoperable, Amelia made the attempt anyway. She performed a hybrid surgery that combined 3 different surgical techniques never before used together. She was successful with the surgery, but took an unnecessary risk by doing what no one else would. Amelia Shepard went through many things throughout her life. She had a life full of trauma and every reason to give up. In season 11, episode 2, she said, "I should be like a Greek tragedy turned to stone, bat crap crazy, but I'm good."
Amelia overcame a lot, given the amount of trauma that she had to endure. However, she did not always make things easy for herself. She got in with the wrong people and made many bad choices. Her trauma can be a direct correlation to her substance abuse problem, along with her health problems. Her poor choices led to family drama, and this leads to her inferiority complex. All these things together helped to create the personality that she possessed, which we argue to be stuck in the phallic narcissism and psychotic psyche of the id, ego, and superego.